Grown Man Podcast, man. Podcast. It's a real good podcast. I feel the energy in it, guys. Come on with it, man. What happened? What's going on, little man? Okay. We all God.
That's what we gonna lead up to turn. In the hearts and minds of us, according to what we do while we do. That's everlasting life.
Anytime you want the information, you can bend it all you want. You ain't got to get it to them. You get it to how you want to get it to them. So that's what they did.
It's all about your spirit, which is the five senses, your taste, your hearing, your taste, your sight, smell, all that. That's part of the spirit, okay? And then if you get your mind right, you have to know how to have your mind focused, like our brothers are saying. You have to think right in order to try to be right.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? Because your thoughts, what it does, it transforms your emotional state. Out of that emotional state, you can do whatever. Some people get mad and go do some things, and then they think about, I should have did.
Man, that's so serious.
Yeah.
It's like I'm in school right now with you, King, my brothers, my classmates, my heart, you know what I'm saying, my soldiers. So that's all it is. So that's what Brother Cypher said. Everything I said, but he put it in his layman's term, and I said, thank you, Brother Cypher. Say it, brother. Because that's what we need. This grown man podcast, baby. That's what we need, bro.
Pretty much the end conclusion from different walks of life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, God, yeah.
You know, and we bring a different, element to the scene. You know, that's why we rock and roll together. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
That our children are our link to the future, and they must be nurtured, respected, loved, protected, and educated.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Where we at? Yeah, bro. That's real.
Grown Man Podcast, y'all.
Come on, let's get this.
Come on, man. We the realest show. Grown Man Podcast. When you need to know. Grown Man Podcast. We the realest show. Grown Man Podcast. When you need to know. Here Ministries and Almond Raw Productions presents Grown Men Podcast. And I'm your host, another chance with my co-host in the building, MJB, the God of Shaw, and my brother Free Cypher Allah. On this platform, we're going to politic about life's current events, family, real men, and knowledge, baby. So get ready, because in this hour is where we give you the tools to succeed for tomorrow. Grown Men Podcast. Let's go. We the realest show. Grown Men Podcast. When you need to know. Grown Men Podcast. Welcome. You're now tuned in to the Grown Man Podcast. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for tuning in. I am your host, another chance. Back up in the building with my co-host, MJB, the God of Shaw.
What's good?
Free Cypher Allah.
Peace.
And all the way from California in the Gangsters Corner, y'all know him, G Rick. What's cracking, brother?
How y'all doing, man? How y'all doing, man?
Real good, brother. Welcome back, guys. Thank y'all so much for joining me on this journey. It's another wonderful season 2, episode 4. Before we get started, y'all know how we do on Open Floor. I will run through a couple of quick announcements, and then we'll go ahead and get started. I got an awesome guest in the building, so y'all get ready for a fabulous show. Just like we do every week, we want to go ahead and acknowledge some of the Grown Man Podcast everyday heroes. We always adding people to this list, man. So
Y'all keep striving, keep being the best you can be. We want to go ahead and acknowledge many missionaries: Jordan E. Mill, Investigator Maurice Edwards, City Commissioner Regina Hill, Role Model Glenn Redding Sr., Deacon Dwayne Jones, and community activist Amir Davis. Also, volunteer Frank Johnson. We want to put a big hands up to those guys for being all they can be and being a big part of the community. So hands up to those guys. I want to introduce y'all to a gentleman who came a long way. Y'all put your hands together and welcome Mr. Edward Johnson, the CEO from the nonprofit organization GenWEL United. Welcome, man. Welcome.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate being here, man.
What's going on with you, brother?
Man, just late in the evening trying to, get everything together and situated. So,
okay. Well, I want to apologize to the viewers because I've been getting them excited about GenWEL United, and we had a couple of technical difficulties, but we're here and we are ready to bless you guys. So, because let the people know what GenWEL United is about. Talk to us, brother.
So, GenWEL United started in 2020. We're blessed and grateful to continue to be continue on this mission. But GenWEL started in 2020 after the George Floyd murder, and it was really just more of the straw that broke the camel's back because we were so stressed in the Black community, as you guys know, about all the different things and the police-based killings and some of the home-based killings, just things that were going so left for our people. And when this happened, this guy who, for all intents and purposes, regardless of who he is or what he is, he's always been, in this particular situation, he was very peaceful. He was very calm. He was not trying to cause any problems. He was trying to comply. And what he got for that is his life taken. And so when we experienced that, we really had to take a back step and understand what the complexities of our people were, because we were super mad at the time. And we were so mad that we could have done anything, man. And you don't want a bunch of us mad enough to get out and start doing stuff. Right. So when that happened, I had to temper my feelings and my emotions and try to get together with some people just to talk through it, because it was important for us to do that. So we ended up doing that, man. And we found some better ideas that we could actually implement to help our people to get better, stronger, be more aware, be more active and timely in the things that they do. Right. And GW, GenWEL United. GenWEL actually stands for Generational Wealth. And
well, let me go ahead and play some real quick for the people.
Oh, go ahead.
This is exactly what you was getting ready to break down.
Probably was. Go ahead. So the inspiration to form GenWEL came from the George Floyd murder. It was really one of those pivotal moments in my life that I realized that there was no other time that would be more appropriate to take action than now. And it was paired with Ahmaud Arbery and Breonna Taylor, and these situations created a need there, and it identified, it highlighted the gap between what is and what needs to be. So my real influence was the people who did not have opportunities to defend themselves or to have their day in court or to be able to go home to their families. That was my inspiration. And because of that, I realized that the fight, loosely termed, is on us. And part of that fight is for us to turn away from the blame and turn towards the solution. Yeah, man. You know, it was a lot, man.
That's
It was a lot of things, you know.
Oh, you know, that's spiritual growth. That's spiritual growth right there on the real.
Sure enough,
You know,
man.
That's stepping up to the plate, man.
That's stepping up to the plate and just knowing that you can't always do the same things, looking for different results.
That's real.
You know,
That's real.
sometimes you gotta, change the wave. You feel me? You know, it's to a certain degree we starting to pick up on the way they operate.
Right.
And we just got to come at it in a different way. I mean, some people gonna still be militant. Some people gonna do their thing, but for the ones that know their position, they just got to do their part too in the process.
And let me tell you this: when you start talking about that, when you start discussing those types of things, and you start to get into that space where you understand that people have these different areas that they exist in, right?
Yes.
When these people exist in these areas, what's important is to be able to utilize different factions and facets of those people, where they are, when they are, as opposed to trying to recruit them to be a part of an army. Just say, I don't need you to march. I just need you to be ready when I call your number. You see what I'm saying? And it's important for us as a people to start looking, like I say, start looking backwards or sideways and saying, why they ain't doing this, or why they ain't help me do this, and why they didn't give me that, and start looking at what we can do to better ourselves and how we do that, and how we go about doing that, how we build better communities, how we make our children safer, how we do all the things that are important for us to see our kids and their kids and their kids to grow and thrive and be productive in the community and society. It's not about being segregated. It's not about being separated. It's about knowing who you are and what your powers are. If you know who you are, bro, knowledge yourself, that's, you understand what I'm saying? So you gotta be in that space. You got to be in that space. If you understand it, then you don't have to worry about what somebody else is doing. All you got to worry about is what you're doing for the people that are important to you.
Because you are that spark also.
That's it.
And that's why we want to highlight you, brother. And you got all these different branches going throughout these different states and movement and whatnot. We want to be a part of the movement. We were talking about the different events that you have coming up and whatnot. So
yeah, man. So we got right now officially we're in 3 states. Right now we're in Atlanta, Georgia. Well, I say Atlanta because that's where we're based. We're in Detroit, Michigan, which really is more so Flint, Michigan, which a lot of you guys know Flint from the water crisis, and but what you don't know is that Flint has experienced a lot of turmoil and hardship ever since General Motors and these car companies rolled out. When they rolled out, everything rolled out, and then the government kind of stopped being as generous and as graceful to the area, and so you see a lot of that. You see burnt buildings. You see people, firebomb buildings, and you see these buildings with the front roof caved in with like blue tarp around them, and this kid's going into them houses to live. This kid's getting off the school bus and going to them houses to live, bro. So it's a lot. It's a lot, and it's a lot that people don't understand. That we have to make sure that we are thinking about how to make ourselves better.
What type of programs do you guys have prepared and that you've been putting together?
Oh man, so we're always, one thing that we try to do is not be in the way. We don't want to be, out front with our chest open with the camera, like, oh yeah, we're doing this, and that's not our aim. Our aim is to help to grow incrementally, but naturally. We want to grow naturally. Right. So we want to make opportunities to create things for the kids, for the young people, and for the adults and older people, so that they can grow themselves and move themselves into the space they need to be. So we have a few programs, man. We do a Juneteenth kickoff, which is something that we do every year. We've been doing it for 2 years, and that's in June. June this year, I think it's like June 10th because it's like a week before the Juneteenth weekend, but it's the kickoff. So as we started, and throughout the week, there are a lot of different things that are going on in the city and in the surrounding areas that keep it going. We're running a lot of workshops right now. We have
what kind of workshops?
So we do a number of different workshops. So this year we were
run them down for the viewers.
So we do
just what the type of workshops there?
Yeah. So we do financial assurance.
Okay.
We do expungement, which is a really
Expungements?
great.
Okay.
So we try to get those folks who have gotten those things on their record that need to go.
Right.
We got to try to
a
get
lot
them
of
in.
us need that type of help.
A lot of us, and a lot of things we're scared of it. We don't understand how serious it is.
Right.
We don't understand how serious it is to get it off. We try to hide from it.
That's right.
But you got to get out in front of it and make sure it's real. So
what else you got for me?
we also do a children's teaching seminar. We do some with the children to help to make sure they understand some of the things they need to do in school to get themselves moving in the right direction. You know, we have a number of different programs, man, that we run in that area that we'll be starting to run in the Atlanta area and also in the Orlando area. We're spinning up, an arm down here.
That's what we want to be a part of.
So no.
Yeah, so where can people reach you?
So if you need to reach us, man, I mean, I think the best way to do it is go to our website, which is www.GenWELUnited.org. And that's GenWEL with one L. So it's GenWEL United.org. And just go to our contact us page or whatever, man. Just put in your information. You say you want us to reach out to you. It doesn't matter what it's for. It doesn't matter what you're going through. Gotcha. We will reach out to you because that's what we do. We are we're committed to service. We're committed to trying to make sure that we assess and acclimate ourselves to where the people are so that we can get things done.
Y'all tuned in to Grown Men Podcast. I'm sorry, Free Cypher. Go ahead. What was that, guys?
I mean, I know what y'all doing, man, is a good thing. Bring awareness to some people who might not have that awareness.
For sure.
Absolutely.
For sure. The good thing is, man, is that we're always working on that. We're always working on trying to bring awareness, man. That's our number one priority.
Yeah,
that's the only thing we focus on.
We definitely, we apologize for the lag. We apologize for the lag, but we're gonna keep it moving, man. If our minds and hearts are clear, we want to definitely tip our hats off to you, GenWEL. We're gonna go ahead and keep it moving. Y'all stay tuned and keep it moving. Check this out.
Today's current events.
A 15-year-old boy is recovering tonight after being shot by a 19-year-old man. Investigators say the shooting stems from a relationship the two had with a 35. A 15-year-old boy is recovering tonight after being shot by a 19-year-old man. Investigators say the shooting stems from a relationship the two had with a 35-year-old woman.
And now she is in custody facing several charges. But the woman's attorney tells West 2 Scott Heidler he doesn't believe detectives have the full picture.
Chanel Williams in front of a judge for the first time Monday at the Brevard jail, with her attorney facing 4 charges relating to that shooting on Saturday, from child neglect and abuse to failure to secure a weapon. The 15-year-old was living with her and shot Saturday night near the pool at the Hammock Harbor apartment complex, according to investigators.
The female that we arrested had a romantic relationship with both the suspect and the 15-year-old.
Ordered by the judge, no contact with any children under 18, total bond on 4 charges, $45,000. Police say that there will probably be more charges coming. There are at least 3 more children in the household. DCF was called in. We spoke with Williams' defense attorney after that initial appearance at the jail. He said that the police report doesn't paint the full picture of those events that transpired on Saturday night.
Our preliminary investigation shows that the police reporting may be a little bit inaccurate and maybe the facts do not support the charges. So we're looking forward to dealing with this case in court.
Williams told police that she was the legal guardian of the 15-year-old. Investigators have been in touch with the boy's mother.
It is a very confusing case. We've got a guardian that's not a guardian. We've got a 35-year-old female that has been with both our suspect and our victim, one of them being a juvenile. I mean, it has taken a lot of investigative work to get us this far.
Rockledge police have identified a suspect, now with the warrant out for his arrest. 19-year-old Dante Stokes, last known address in Titusville area. They believe he's still armed.
If they see him, they need to not approach him. They need to use caution and definitely call law enforcement.
Scott Heidler, West 2 News.
Be able to kind of manipulate these kids into doing something that they don't need to be doing with her old self anyway. You know what I'm saying? But then it's another thing when you look at kind of the demographics. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna leave that where it's at because I think everybody knows what that's about.
Right.
But at the end of the day, we have to be encouraged and encouraging to our young people.
That's right.
Bro.
That's right.
You got a 15-year-old and a 19-year-old out here fighting over a 35-year-old that is not going to necessarily have anything but a $50 fine and 3-month probation.
This situation is the complete opposite of our goal. What we're trying to do, man.
Yes.
This lady totally taking advantage of our youth,
100%.
as we have seen multiple times before.
100%.
So this is just like you said. We have to take charge.
We have to take charge. We have to take charge, bro.
We have to take charge.
That's real.
We that's all that's left. Go ahead, gangster. I'm sorry. Go ahead and comment on that.
No, it's just like you said. It's the problem. I mean, first, like she's supposed to be providing, educating these boys and doing things of that nature, and she educating them on a whole new part of life. They ain't ready for that part of life yet. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, and plus she's grown. I mean, she grown, and they kids, man. It's never gonna work. It's never gonna work. Something always gonna happen, and they tend not to talk to the people they need to talk to. But like you're supposed to be able to talk to the teacher, whatever it is. You're supposed to be able to talk to them, and they're supposed to guide you.
Oh man, we lost gangster, but
that's all right. That's all right. He'll come back in. But I understand exactly where he was coming from.
Yeah, because that's trauma to some of them. The young one, I mean, ain't no telling when all that started. You know what I'm saying?
That's real.
So that's trauma, and that triggers something as you get older.
Most certainly. Most certainly does. So
that's unfortunately it's happening a lot more than we know. Things like this is behind the scenes a lot more than we know. So
yeah, man.
We gotta do something. We have to step up on.
We gotta step up. Listen, man. But you know what? When you say that, you gotta make sure that people understand what you mean. When you say step up, bro, you gotta they gotta understand that it ain't just it's not a slogan.
Break it down for them.
When you tell people to step up, you got to be telling people they got to get involved in the local communities. They got to get out. They know the stuff that's going on. They know the people that are involved.
Now, let me ask you a question, Ed. How do you get involved? Somebody that don't know how to get involved.
So let me tell you this. So very easily, even if you don't have an organization or people to go to, if you live in a community, you should know your neighbors. That's number one. When we were back in the 60s and 70s, 50s, 60s, 70s, even 80s, we knew our neighbors. Regardless of what neighborhood we're living in, we knew our neighbors. You have to know the people that are important to the outline of the community.
Right.
When you get to know them, now you can start to talk to them about the issues that are going on. A lot of people just want to talk because they don't know.
So you got to get out there in order to get to know them. You got to be creative and do different projects, do different things, and get out there.
That's real. That's real.
And build up different teams and different people that's on the same goal. And
it's important.
That you on.
It's important. And once you do that, then you can translate the people that you know into a body of something that actually will be moving forward to try to make things change. And, obviously you got to vote. You got to vote for people that speak in the language that you understand, not people that speak in the language that you don't understand, because if you vote for them folks, they already got you.
A lot of people say, man, it's crazy things happen when you slowly climb that ladder to that part, and you get in and you really sit at the table.
Right.
They, some people be saying you gotta do crazy things to get this vote or play with that person.
Right.
So I don't know. So it makes it kind of hard to it's a lot of people that I may like for us voting on, and I will vote for them, but it's the other people that they going to.
Right. Right. Yeah.
That's real. That's always difficult. We already know about that game. That's
already know.
Ball game. Yeah. The fact that we we start from nothing and we grow what we can grow.
It's hard to pull up though. It's hard to pull up. See, that's the thing that y'all gotta understand. I know y'all know.
Okay, so what is the strength that we are using? I'm gonna tell you the strength that I am using to pull up.
Right.
I've had a long past in history, so I guess my past in my history, I've acknowledged it and I've stepped on it, and now I'm using that as a pull up to try to be better than I was yesterday.
Sure enough.
It came a long way, but it still got far to go.
Real.
But that would be what I'll be using.
That's good.
For sure, I bounce on the same strength, homeboy. I bounce on the same strength because, as you know, our viewers know, me and you. Our past go, way back. I'm talking about, to some things that we ain't so proud of, but we some kind of way, God found a way for us to make it through, and we still here and we still all right. So we got to give something back to these kids and try to help them, man, by any platform that we can. And that's what I'm in here trying to do, man. Trying to give a little bit back, because I took so much. I ain't on front. You know what I mean? This is making me a better person. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to. So as long as I know I'm trying, and I'm out here, trying to reach these cats, let them know, man, it's a different way, man, than the way I went. So
that's right.
And that's where it all starts.
Gotta respect that, man.
So it all starts from self.
Y'all tuned in to Grown Man Podcast, man. Real issues, real men with real solutions. We do appreciate you joining us and viewing us every Tuesday night. We are here at 7:30 p.m. ready to bless your household and ready to be blessed by your opinions and your views. So stay tuned. We'll be right back with you guys.
For technical difficulties. I just want to apologize again for the technical difficulties we having, man. We trying to get it right though, and we will get it right. You know what I'm saying? Y'all bear with us, man. We working on it. Grown Men Podcast, baby.
That's real.
And that's straight from the heart, man. Appreciate you. We'll be right back after these messages.
All day.
Just a while ago, I became ill and fell. I was able to call an ambulance, my next door neighbor, my family, and my doctor, all without picking up a phone. I used a small remote control device to contact Life Alarm Direct. With one push of a button, you can speak in the air to a live person, and help is on the way. Life Alarm Direct can save your life. It saved mine.
Are you drowning in bills, wondering how am I going to get out of this debt? Making minimum payments on your credit cards may take 40 years to pay off, and personal loans are just more debt. You need to eliminate your debt. You need American Credit Network. We'll create a simple monthly payment plan according to your budget and negotiate with your creditors to reduce the amount you owe. You can be debt-free in as little as 24 to 48 months. American Credit Network, your road to freedom. Call now.
Thank you so much to our sponsors, Life Alarm Direct, Will Save a Life, as well as American Credit Network. Fix your credit, man. We're going to keep it moving. Thank y'all so much for joining us. You tuned in to Grown Man Podcast. Real men, real issues with real solutions. It's now time for y'all know what.
Welcome. This hot new segment is called Gangster's Corner, and I'm your boy Gangster Rick. Grown Man Podcast. Let's get it on.
All right. Welcome to this little segment right here. It's called Gangster's Corner. And of course, I'm Gangster Rick. And what I want to talk about, I was reading an article called about Kaepernick, and he said some things about his parents. He's an adopted, he's adopted. So he said some things about his parents that, he said they was lightweight racist. And, I was wondering how many more, adopted kids in America, go through that same thing. Because, it's got to be a hard life, man, to grow up. And the people that got you, supposed to have your back, supposed to be your family. They don't like you because of the color of your skin, really. And that's it's got to be a hard thing to deal with. He said they wasn't outright racist, but she'd tell him stuff like, "Don't do your hair like that," because he braid his hair or something. And she'd be like, "No, you look like a little thug. Take that out." And that's the reason he never cut his hair. Let it grow all the way out. Because little subtle things, man, you got to fight all your life for, man. And that's one thing we should never have to fight for, man, to be accepted, man. You should never have to fight for that, man. Especially if you adopt him. If you adopt him, I thought you loved me, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Why would I need that in the back of my head? And I was just wondering, man, how hard it is for them other ones that's, going through the same thing that don't got a voice to speak out and let everybody know that, Right. I feel a little bad. I feel a little upset about it, But in today's world, everything ain't perfect. So, you got to go through some things to get to some things, So,
Yeah. I definitely understand that.
It's got to be hard on them cats, man. And to everyone going through that, man, I'm sorry for you, partner. It's what it is, but I'm sorry for you, man. And it get greater later, man. Know that. See, look what happened to him. He stayed strong. And, he got his platform. He got all his issues heard, So
for real.
Just keep striving, man, to be the best you can be, and you'll be all right. That's the advice from a gangster, man. Take it or leave it, but I'm gonna give it to you anyway. You heard?
All right.
What's up, brother, man? That's what's up. Y'all just tuned in to the Gangster's Corner, man. Anybody want to comment on that?
Let me say real quick, man. I appreciate the Gangster's Corner, bro. Obviously I've been watching it for a while, but I appreciate G Rick, coming out giving that knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't nothing like real knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't nothing like real knowledge. A lot of people come out here and they be talking about hypotheticals and things that you could actually be dealing with in this life. But when you have the real, actually intrinsic knowledge, that's value. Mm-hmm. It means something to everybody because everybody goes through something, different degrees and layers, but for sure, man, I love the fact that my man is out here putting it on the line for these folks, letting them hear what's real, because what's real is what's going to change your life.
Man, that's so real, because
for sure, bro.
That's why I do my best to let these guys know every chance I get, man. I appreciate you and your effort, and your energy that you show me towards my direction and my goals and whatnot.
Right.
Because you pour into me and you don't have to.
For sure.
So with that, I appreciate that. And I try to show that, I try to pass that.
For sure. And I appreciate it too, my man.
Absolutely. They say
thank you, my brother.
Already, brother. You already know, man. Listen. And we about change, bro. And I hear it in your voice, you know what I'm saying? Whatever we got to do, bro, however we got to get that change out there,
that's right,
going. That's what we here to do. You feel me? So you ain't never got to worry about that, bro. You my brothers. That make you my brother.
I appreciate that, man. So
already,
much love, man, and respect, brother.
For sure.
Absolutely. We want to send a shout out to Free Cypher Out Loud. We apologize about the technical difficulties. We know to get right. it'll be greater later. We know how season 1 was, and season 2 is much better. So God is moving, is current and present in our lives as we pray He are the same in yours. So we're gonna keep it moving, man. God bless y'all. We do not want to leave this segment out. Thank you so much, Gangster. We're gonna move right along to the next segment. Part of the reason why Grown Men Podcast exists.
Family and relationships.
Family and relationships, man. I open the floor, I open the microphone, I pass it around. You know, we all have family, we all have relationships, friends, co-workers, family. You know, we always want to build on those relationships. We want to make them stronger. In order to do so, you know, it's hard. You know, it's hard sometimes. So we try to share our advice, our knowledge, man, as we would invite you to give us yours as well. So all of our viewers and listeners, the number's right there on the bottom of the screen. Call in, give us your opinion, give us your heart as we give you ours in this segment, family relationships. I'm gonna go ahead and jump in real quick so I don't forget what I was talking about, what I was thinking about family relationships. A lesson, and number one, we learn something every day. I just turned 47, thank the Lord. I just I just saw the sun 17,155 times come this past Sunday. Okay, and I thank the Lord above, my Creator, for allowing me to see that many suns.
That's right.
Some of these, I thank the Lord. Okay,
a lot of folks ain't get a chance to say that, bro.
That's right. That's right. So I'm learning something every day, and in doing so, I've learned this past few days, just throughout regular conversation. That's why I try to conversate a lot. But I've learned that family, you know, you don't have to be so sensitive about certain things. What I've learned is that you don't have to understand certain situations. Once you understand that you don't have to understand certain situations, you come to a peace at it, and you're able to gain knowledge from other areas about it.
Yes.
And it's amazing. You can leave things alone. You can leave issues alone, and it'll come to you. It'll come, you know, the peace about it will come to you how it comes. But you don't have to understand things. And you can be bigger about the situation. I always tell people to be bigger about the situation, and I find myself, you know, looking at something that I'm not being big about, you know. So I get, you know, I put that on me, and I acknowledge it. And now, you know, I appreciate the advice coming from my brother, because he don't even know how it came through, but it came through because of the energy and the love. It just came through. So the understanding of it came through
already.
And so the wisdom of that, I'll take that wisdom, and I'll love my brother.
For sure.
And I'll continue to grow with my brother.
For sure.
And I'll continue to be supportive, just as I should. So, man, I thank the Lord for what He's doing in my life, and I thank the Lord for what He's doing in your life. To my viewers and to my guests, thank you for joining us here. We love you.
For sure.
To my brother, MJB, to Free Cypher Allah and Gangster, all the way from California, man.
All right.
I'm gonna pass the mic around. Family relationships.
Well, yeah, I just want to be thankful for my family, my brothers, my sisters, my love, my girl, and you know, enjoy ourselves. Went out to the Strawberry Festival last weekend, and I enjoyed myself. With, you know, we was with family, just enjoying each other and having that moment in time where ain't nobody got to fuss at each other. You know.
Okay, so the family is growing, is what you're telling us.
Yeah, everything.
The family is growing.
Everything good, man.
That's good, man.
Yeah,
that's good. Awesome. Yeah, for sure. Now, I was reading an article on family and relationships, and it says kids that grow up in a positive family, they are like, you know, a little more likely to do good and to be, you know, outgoing, things of that nature. So in the family environment, man, try to keep it as positive as you possibly can. I know sometimes you go through some things with your folks, man. That's what it is. But as far as these young kids need to see, all they need to see is us getting along and putting positive vibes out, you know, in the air, and just try to keep it positive, man, because they end up with a way better understanding of everything when they catch it on a positive note than a negative note. You know what I'm saying?
So, absolutely.
on the family tip. It takes teamwork to make the dream work. Everybody know that. So everybody kick in, man, and love one another, man. Your family don't get but one of those, man. It might be big, might be small, but you don't get but one, man. And whatever you gotta do, keep it positive and rock with your folks, man. Just make sure you do that, man. And so that it's all. Just keep it positive. Just help them stay positive, and it's a way better environment for them. And they tend to be, get further in life with that positivity behind them.
Yes.
That's right.
That's right. It's coming from me, man. That's all, man.
For sure.
We appreciate that knowledge, Cypher. We appreciate that knowledge, gangster.
Yeah, for sure.
Talk to us, Big Cuz.
Man, let me tell you, bro. Family and relationships, it's all about relationships at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Family ain't always it sometimes it goes a little outside of the space that you anticipated, right? But that's still family. Like, you got to make sure that you remember that. Like, you're not missing anything if you have a rift or a tiff or some type of little disagreement, because them people that's still your blood running through their veins. Right. You know what I'm saying? That's still they words that are coming out of your mouth. You see what I'm saying? You got to understand that there's a kinship amongst families, and we always get into that space. We always have these different, ebbs and flows, but we got to love one another. And when we love one another internally as a unit, we stay strong. It's a strong tower, right? And then we spend that love out to the community. We spend that love out to the people at our extensions. And then we start to build a love, existence. The more existence of love that exists, man, the more peaceful people can be, the more active people can be, the more aptitude people gain, because we give of ourselves so that we can be happy of what we see come from that. Right. We never stand on our own and just want to see ourselves and be happy from that. I don't know a human being alive that's able to actually say, I was doing all this, I'm just happy with myself. I didn't care about nobody else. At some point in your life, you start to feel like you need to see somebody that you love do something that's positive. That's the only way you're going to feel fulfilled. So just make sure that you love on your family, like G. Rick said, for sure. Make sure that you give yourself the opportunities to be involved in the family diaspora and the things that are happening, because when you do that, that changes the narrative for everybody that you see or don't see. You may not even know it.
Now that just touches bases on what we talked about last week. When we're meant to serve as we serve, we are meant to serve. We grow from growing another.
That's real.
As we plant our seeds and watch other things grow, we grow from doing so, and it's just an ongoing effect. Everything goes hand in hand, man. That's real.
It starts with that thought, and you have to have the emotions behind it.
That's right.
That's how it got to be.
That's real.
That's right, man.
That's how it's got to be.
That's some beautiful family relationships, man. That's how we bring it back, man. Thank you so much to all of my viewers that's out there watching, man. We know that you guys could be anywhere else this time of night on this Tuesday night, but you chose to be here with Grown Man Podcast.
We appreciate you.
So God bless you. You heard Gangster. We appreciate you. We love you. And we pray nothing but the best of blessings come to you and your household. Amen. We're going to keep it moving. We're going to keep it moving, man, because we don't have much more longer to go. We do appreciate your time and your patience and your blessings, man. We're going to keep it moving. We want to say thank you to our guests, Mr. CEO Edward Johnson of GenWEL United. We want to say thank you to our host, MJB, the God of Shaw, and the Gangster. And we're going to close it out. We're going to keep it moving and close it out with who. But first of all, we're going to take a quick pause for the calls.
All right.
Yeah.
That I'm using today, man, is something that's built up over the years of time through my past and my history, So the person that's right now is the person who God is allowing to still be here. So I'm trying to give it back to you.
Protect that head.
I believe if I trust in God that He would make me whole. I believe cause I feel it flowing deep down in my soul. No one can tell me any differently, it's something that he has orchestrated for me.
To my nephew, great cause, man. Getting donations for Hurricane Idol, man. So we came off to drop off some water, trying to build certain kids out here. They doing their thug best, man, y'all.
In God that he would make me whole. I believe cause I feel it flowing deep down in my soul. No one can tell me any differently. It's something that he has orchestrated for me.
645 West South Street, right on the corner of Pampo and South Street. Book bag, materials for school for the children. Come on up, we got free book bag, free food, free everything.
Welcome back. Thank you so much for tuning in. Grown Men Podcast, real men, real issues with real solutions. We are back. We appreciate your patience and your time and your love and your support. We're going to close this thing out with y'all know how we do, how we try to leave the family and the listener, the viewer, the ear, something that they can do something with. And so I guess y'all know where we at.
Yeah.
Knowledge, wisdom, understanding.
Yeah.
Knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Go ahead, MJB. You sound like you want to take off right here. So go ahead and go ahead and take off, young man.
I just want to let the youth know.
Here you go.
I just want to let the youth know that it starts with your thought, but you have to have that emotion behind it. You have to have that emotion behind it. It has to be an inspirational thought, something that can, bring light to the situation, not darkness, because we all can share either side of the light.
So you're saying that's so a man thinketh, that's so he is. So you're telling the youth, whatever you think you can be, you can be. Whatever you think you want to do, you can do. You just have to have the energy and the willpower.
There you go.
To do it.
The willpower.
You have to have the plan and the strategy. But I wasn't even supposed to jump in. I was just picking back off what you were saying. Go.
Yeah, because that willpower represents that sun, that burning passion, That's that sun, that willpower. Now, y'all, I'm just showing y'all how y'all can operate if you put the formula together and see what it do for you. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, MJB.
Yeah.
Good words from the Garden Shaw, MJB. The mic is hot. The floor is open.
All right. I just want to say, man, you gotta realize there's a better way than the normal way, man. You gotta find another avenue to succeed, but you gotta succeed. You can't lay down and just, stay down. Got to get up and participate in the fight, so to speak, man.
I like
Find your spot and hold it down, man. Strive toward being a better you. Everything else fall into place, man. So, just find you to be a better you. Try your hardest to do something different from what you did yesterday. You just gotta, get that negativity from around you, man. You gotta get it from around you, man. It took a lot for me to get it from around me. I feel like
you know, half the reason I came all the way across country because I had to, you know, I was still in that same
environment. Yeah, all that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You gotta
You know,
change people,
I flexed,
places, and things. Yeah.
yeah, I flexed all the way across country, man, so I can get my head right, man. You know, and I'm trying to be a better person, and I will succeed. You know what I'm saying?
There you
There you go.
There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. I have to. I
There you
gotta
go.
stay. I gotta stay up, man.
There
You
you
know,
go.
and I'm glad I got a team of brothers with me that's gonna keep me going in the right path, man. So I
That's
appreciate y'all, brothers, man. More than you know. You heard?
Yeah.
That's right.
All right.
We appreciate you, brother.
For sure.
We appreciate you.
So what you want to leave with the youth, brother?
Well, looks like the mic is hot for my guest. Hold on, man. Wait a minute, man. Dust the mic off, man.
Hold on, man.
Let's get the dust off the mic.
Let me tell you real quick, bro.
Dust off the mic.
Man, everything you guys said is 100% true.
Go ahead.
It's 100% true. And you know, something that I always say it, man. Don't worry about what people won't do for you. Always worry about what you're ready to do for yourself.
Okay.
And then you get along with like-minded people that would do the same things that you want to do. They'll pick up their pieces, and their pieces are the pieces that you may not be able to handle. Let them handle that, but you just maintain the overall body of the whole thing, because it's important to do that. Love your people. Love everybody. Try to give love to everybody, but understand that when you're not getting love back, you don't want to be throwing love into a bottomless well.
Yeah.
Throw love, just put a hold on that love and give it to somebody else, because there's so many people that need it out here, man. You will be surprised.
That's right.
Just give what you can of yourself, man. And at the end of the day, you know, don't stop working. Don't stop beating the pavement. Don't stop climbing them walls. Don't stop knocking down them doors until that day when you wake up on the other side. That's the only time you are satisfied. Don't be satisfied with what somebody gives you because you work for it.
Right.
Why wouldn't you get it? You deserve it because it's yours. Only be satisfied with the things that you know that you earn. And if you did not earn it, you can't really be satisfied with that either. You see what I'm saying? So just keep yourself moving in a direction that's going to stay positive and keep your life above water. You know what I'm saying? That's what I got for you, big dog.
Man, that's some good knowledge and wisdom coming out of the knowledge and wisdom section, man.
I appreciate I'm clapping for myself because I love it. I love
good
it.
knowledge, man. Good wisdom, man. Good knowledge, good wisdom. Man. Thank y'all so much, man, for your energy, man, and your patience, man. Y'all know
Get more raw than that, man.
Yeah. Appreciate you, gangsters. I see them hands clapping for sure.
For sure.
I'm gonna close it out, man. We don't want to keep our viewers, and I sure don't want to keep my people waiting. God bless each and every one of you for your patience. I'm gonna close it out with this verse, Romans 12, chapter 12, verse 2, out of the Bible. Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. Then you will be able to test and approve what God's will is. His good, pleasing, and perfect will. So, real quick, are you living the best of your life? Shifting your patterns and your focus can change your life. You know, this is what this verse basically explains. Renewing your mind changes the way you think to create a better life for yourself and for those around you. That's what I wanted to touch on what Gangsta said. When you help yourself, you're able to help a nation. Somebody said when you strengthen yourself, you just strengthen the nation. So help the others around you. So the world and the society have certain patterns and ways that leads you to a broken life. And these patterns are easy to fall into, and they can be difficult to transform. The patterns or routines are often performed mindlessly without even thinking, without any consideration of our actions or consequences. However, we are not stuck with them. Okay, changes in your patterns and focusing on Christ can change your life. So I'm gonna say that again: changing your patterns, your schedule, the things that you do, your habits, and focusing on Christ can change your life. When we understand God's love and mercy for us, we find the reason to transform our lives. So I can acknowledge that. I can definitely understand that. Just want to leave you wonderful, wonderful people with that. God bless you. You guys have a blessed night. We're going to go ahead and close it out. Y'all are tuned in to Grown Man Podcast every Tuesday night 7:30 p.m. Here to bless you and receive a blessing. God bless you. Thank you to our guests for joining us. We appreciate it. God bless you, brother.
Appreciate y'all,
you
man.
and your journey and your mission. Much love and
We'll be
respect.
back. We'll be back.
Yeah, for sure. More power to GenWEL, man. More power to GenWEL, man. Straight up.
Appreciate
Absolutely. I want to send a shout out to Free Cypher Allah, MJB, the God of Shaw, and Gangster Rick, my host. We appreciate you.
For sure.
Brothers.
For sure. All right.
We'll see y'all next week. We love y'all, viewers. We'll see y'all next week.
Solid.
So that's all I wanted to let y'all know. We appreciate y'all checking us out. Continue to do so, man. We'll continue to give you what we can give you, raw as we can. You heard?
And the technical difficulties will be fixed. So we appreciate your patience.
Most definitely. All right. All right. Stay
God
easy,
bless.
brother.
God bless.
Yes, sir.
Grown men, yeah.